in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, is a lady who used to be on the Ghetto Gaggers. She used to be an adult actress who used to work for the corn industry. That's how you got to say it for YouTube. She was the person who did cornography. Now, what I want to show you, this woman says she cannot stand black men, that she strongly dislikes black men, but she was on that show. So I'm going to show you where her mindset is. But by the third clip, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you all the things she was doing on Ghetto Gaggers. I'm going to tear her down and cook her right quick. So I hope you can hear me because I've been having a problem with my audio. But let's go ahead and get started. 1 second. Let's put it on your screen, y'all. Better get into this.
This is for the black men that are harassing and threatening me because they found out I have a half-white son. First of all, it's not that you're black that I didn't date you. It's that most of you speak to women like you're standing on a prison yard, and I don't find that attractive. Secondly, no one complains when black men date outside of their race and give their wealth to women outside of their race. But you have a problem when you see a black woman that has dated outside of their race. Is it because you're trying to convince us that we were undesirable when the fact is you're the one that's undesirable and you only have a certain amount of options and we figured it out?
Okay, that's the first clip. The second clip, I want you to really understand where she comes from before I start exposing her for the person that she really is, okay? So give me a second as I pull up the second clip. Let's get right into this. 1 second. This should be right here. Let's get it.
As a black woman, I'll just speak for myself. Because I don't want to, and because I don't have to. It should be that simple in 2024, but since it's not, I'll go further. I'm a black adoptee, and I think it's very weird that black men expect me to get online and tell the world how great they are when I'm adopted because the black men in my family failed to protect the children, okay? I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but let's be so for real in the 2024. Harassing your own race of women while you go out there and make whole basketball teams full of biracial children is crazy. I myself have a biracial child, and I just want to say it's very odd that people are harassing the mothers of biracial children and expecting our support.
Okay, now you got the gist of everything of what she believes in. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is pull up the facts so I can go ahead and expose this woman for what she really was and what she really is. So give me a second as I pull up the screen. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to this, what you're going to see right here. This is her on the right side right there. You see her? And that's her with her mouth open, posing for a scene for the Ghetto Gaggers. Oh, I'm not done yet. Hold on. You see that right there? On that scene of the Ghetto Gaggers, what they did, they made her get unclothed before they did. For you who don't know what Ghetto Gaggers is, it's a bunch of white men who deliberately pick black women to have these type of scenes with when they do pornography. So they got her, they pay her for this. So what they do, they try to embarrass her, degrade the black woman and everything. On this scene, they urinated on her, they spit on her, they slapped her in the face, they made her eat their booties. And at the same time, they pulled out some watermelon and made her chew through the rind, the green rind that surrounds the watermelon to get to the red meat. You know what I'm saying? So this was on the scene. That's her there. Let's keep going. Now, as you can tell, I had to censor, I had to block things on this particular site right here. As you can tell, she's there with something in her mouth. And whatever she has in her mouth, there's a man at the bottom, a whole bunch of white men, and this is one of them, and she's at the bottom of it, okay? And she's got something in her mouth. And this is one of the scenes of Ghetto Gaggin. Let's keep going. This is one of her official trailers when she was doing the adult industry stuff. That's her right there. Where she got her teeth done, but you can tell that's her face. That's her right there, okay? Just embarrassing herself. Looking wild, looking like a musty back helper. That's a musty back helper look right there. Let's keep going. Now, as you can tell, that is definitely her. That is definitely her. That's who she used to be. And that's what she was. Now, we're going to keep going because I'm going to show you why she did this stuff right here, but that's her. And that now, right here, that's the lady who you just saw talking. Now, you want to know why she got a watermelon on top of her head? Let me go ahead and explain that to you. as you could tell, I covered up her face. You want to know why? Because those white men, each one of them released themselves on her face. They skeeted on her face. And then they took watermelon, and while she had skeet on her face and some was in her mouth, but they did in her mouth and on her face, they made her put chunks of watermelon in her mouth with the skeet. Okay? So I'm trying to not be too vulgar, and I'm trying to stay within the guidelines of YouTube, okay? Now, so that's why you can't see her face, because it was covered in skeet. But let me say it like this. As you can tell by looking at her mouth, there is a white substance. I'm going to say that it's milk. I'll let you think what you want to think. Let's just say that these 4 gentlemen who had their way with her threw a bunch of milk on her face, and she got milk in her mouth, and then she put chunks of watermelon inside of the milk that's in her mouth. Now, I'll let you read between the lines on that, but for I said was milk. Baby milk. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, I got more to show you. I'm not done. No, you can't just come over here on the Jeremy Hill Show and talk crap about black men and stuff like that and think that I ain't gonna. Boy, I find out about it, it's over with. It's done. You're through. It's through. It's over with. Now, all right, check this out, y'all. I'm gonna show you how much they get paid to do this, right? Now, if you want to be booked for the Ghetto Gaggers, it said this right here. Booking for Ghetto Gaggers, pay rate is $1,000 through $1,500. Now, drop to the bottom. It says, booking for Ghetto Gaggers, pay rate $1,000 to $1,500. Black girls only. Short shoot of 90 minutes. So you there for 90 minutes for a short shoot, and they only want black women, black girls only. Why? Because it pushes that racist supremacist thing. It goes all the way back to slavery, when the slave master used to have a kink and a fetish for putting down and destroying and humiliating black women, making them objects of their desire. You get what I'm saying? So this is what it is. Instead of making women do it now, because you can't do it now, they said I'll pay them a little bit of money, because $1,500 ain't no money. It's good to have, but it ain't no real money, not to no one who got money. So for that $1,500 or $1,000, you might not even get the $1,500. You might get the $1,000. What's going to happen is you're going to sell your soul. You're going to humiliate. Now, that's going to mess up your mind. There's no way in hell that you can live the rest of your life after being done that way. If you ever watch Ghetto Gaggers, you'll see what I'm talking about. They urinate on them, talking to them, talking about, yeah, this is what your daddy used to do to you. Go ahead and say this is what your daddy used to do to you. Did your uncle used to touch you this way? They say all that stuff, and then sometimes they come across women who was actually, S.A., you know what I mean, did wrong. And when they was kids, when they had intercourse forced upon them, when relations were forced upon them by an older family member, and they would admit that on the show. And then when they admit these things, then the white men would come up there. This is not knocking white men. This is not disrespecting white men, because all of them are not like that. But these particular white men on this show will go up there and say, yeah, we're going to act like your daddy do. We're going to touch you like your uncle do and stuff like that. For $1,500, you get to go through that hell for $1,500. Some of you never had no money or don't got no money, so that sounds like a lot of money. $1,500, man, you can't even survive a month on that. Oh, I got one more to show you. This is one more picture of her. Look at it. Another picture of her getting ready to get skeeted on. Look, mouth wide, can't wait to do it. Just can't wait to do it. I'm a musty back heifer, skeet in my face. That's exactly what it is right here, okay? So, yeah, I had to bring it to you raw. You know how I get down. Mr. Hill don't never play them games, man. I don't never play them games, man. I don't. I hope y'all can hear my audio. I've been having a problem with my audio, man. This is like the 3rd time I did this particular video. I hope you can hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what go down. If not, you might only get 2 videos today till I figure out what's going on with my audio, with my equipment, y'all. So anyway, you let me know what you think about this in the comments. You know how I get down. H-Town, baby. I'll holler at you later.